The local control funding formula is designed to give school districts control over how they spend the money they get from the state. In tonight's Education Matters, Juanita Stevenson continues her report on LCFF and how districts say it's making a difference in how they educate their students. Juanita.
Well, some educators say large school districts with a high number of students from certain groups benefit the most from the extra dollars local controlled funding brings. But for some small districts, the funding has also been a boon. The end of the school year, and students and teachers at Washington Colony Elementary let their hair down with the friendly game of baseball. Superintendent Jesus Cruz gets into the game. He not only hit a home run on the field, this school administrator is ready to hit one in the classroom.
It is an exciting time this time because we're in a good situation when it comes to funding.
Superintendent Cruz is talking about funding from the state under the local control funding formula. New state guidelines giving districts more control over how they spend the money they get. And they receive extra funds for students who are English learners, foster youth, or live in poverty. 88% of Washington Colony students fit into one of those groups.
We're able to go school-wide and programs and resources that we use because we pretty much cover all of our students, all of our subgroups.
The first thing this small school district of only 400 students did was bring back its music program, hiring a full-time music teacher, allowing Carolyn Irvin the opportunity to develop a real program.
It's very rewarding. I love being able to see them start as beginners, just learning how to hold the instruments and play a simple 5-note scale, into middle school where they're reading a lot more music, reading music at a higher level, and I can take them to different performances and show off how well they've done.
Pi, the radius is half of the diameter.
The funding has also allowed the district to go deep with its academic programs. Math teacher Mark Marquez says his students are benefiting.
Local control has really allowed us and allowed the kids to keep learning outside of the classroom and after school hours. We've been involved with the STEM programs that are going on and numerous competitions, as well as having professors from Fresno State come down and work with the kids.
The extra money is also helping the district do basic things like buy new basketball backboards, replace the asphalt, buy shelves for library books.
Minor things that you will take for granted, this is something that we included in our projects, mini projects, and it's just been great for the community.
While school district officials say there are many positive aspects of local control funding, it can pose a challenge for some districts where there are schools that don't have a high number of what are called unduplicated groups, students identified as English learners, foster youth, or low income. They're the ones who generate the extra dollars.
For us, we cover 180 square miles. We have schools that have 90% of their students socioeconomically disadvantaged, and schools that have 25% of their students socioeconomically disadvantaged.
The Sanger Unified School District encompasses the high-performing Quail Lakes Charter School, a school with very few students who fit into one of the funding categories. Jefferson Elementary is also part of the Sanger District. It was at one time the lowest-performing school in the district and has a high number of students who are identified as low income, as well as English learners.
Our responsibility is for all students. So the challenge is having, how do we make sure that the students who need it the most receive it, and at the same time, a student who may not be generating that funding also has the opportunity and option to receive the supports as well, should they need it.
Superintendent Matt Namo says Sanger Unified has made the decision to make sure all students get the help they need to succeed and benefit from all its programs.
Just because a child isn't in the title of the funding that's being generated does not mean that they don't need support when it comes to literacy. It does not mean that they don't need support when it comes to technology. It's really around creating opportunities for students to be successful and achieve their dreams. Well, LCFF has allowed us to do that.
First thing I'll talk about is
Well, to do that and more, the Singer Unified School District has received numerous honors for its academic achievement.
So this is really fantastic that this opportunity is now available for these districts, and Washington Colony getting a music program back.
Yeah. So for a small school district that went through a recession, lost its music
Yes.
program, you know, this extra funding is just helping them get back to where they were.
The level that many students benefit from in other districts already.
Yeah. So it's been great. And they love the idea of being able to pinpoint the programs they want to support.
Yeah, and earmark it the way they see fit.
Exactly.
Perfect. Thank you, Juanita.